For our last stay in North Carolina, we found Mayberry Campground in Mount Airy, North Carolina.
I'm TK.
And I'm Earl.
Let's check it out.
On your mark, get set.
This was a really big park. There were a lot of sites and there was like lots of space too. And the spot that we had was a pull-through site and like we had lots of room.
And this was our first time moving from one site to another.
That's right, we did have this. We stayed in one spot the first night and then moved to the bigger spot the second time.
New spot was really nice. It wasn't as high up, didn't have the same view, but was really kind of secluded and nice little private spot in the midst of the whole park.
Link's like, I'm getting in here. And there were lots of amenities and everything. We had our full hookups on our site, the water and the sewer. We had 2 dump spots actually, so that was really nice. There was one for our front and then one that lined up pretty good with our back bathroom because we needed to dump that too because we used that for our cats.
I think this was the first having the 2, or maybe one of the only times.
I think so,
that
yeah.
We've had 2 sewer spots. That was a nice bonus.
We even had our own little fire pit on site, and it was a nice fire pit too. Like not just like a ring or something of metal. It was like actual like some
substantial.
Yeah, stone brick around there. So that was pretty nice.
We didn't have fire.
No.
There is firewood you can purchase as well. I think it was like $9 a bundle.
$8 or $9. Yeah.
Check-in is pretty easy. The office is right there when you first come in.
Right on your right.
Turnaround spot in there. The dumpster's also right there. And just the park is humongous. There's so many different spots to park. I think they led us to our spot.
Link, you're just gonna get in trouble, dude.
And there are a lot of amenities there. We have 2 laundries that are fairly close to each other.
Yep.
With there's bathrooms actually connected right to the office, and the laundry, one of the laundries is right on the side of the office. And the office is super cute. They have, I think they have little items in the inside.
Yeah, lots of stuff.
Memorabilia.
Lots of stuff about like Mayberry and Andy Griffith Show, and yeah, lots of really cool things.
The lending library was right there, and they said that they are in the process of staining.
Yeah, redoing the deck.
We missed out on a few things. There's also, so they're doing some improvements. They're also redoing the floor of the house. There's the historic house on site.
Yeah.
It's from the son of the Siamese twins,
Ang and Chang Bunker.
Ang and Chang Bunker. And you can actually request to go in and take a look. They do tours, but they said they're redoing the floors and the tours will start up in the summer.
Yeah, so we missed out on that.
Maybe you can check it out.
There's lots of pavilions around the park, you know, plenty of spots to hang out and like have family activities or something. There's a couple playgrounds too for kids.
And I guess they have events sometimes. Again, we just missed one. They told us about one the day after we were leaving. So definitely make sure you check out what's going on. Look for announcements around the park.
They have 2 fishing lakes for catch and release, and they're pretty big. And I think the one day I walked down there and there was a good like 10 or 12 people fishing down there.
It's nice to see people using what's available.
Mm-hmm. There's also a camp store with, I mean, that place was fully stocked and even had electric bikes in there. So pretty much anything you would need for your RV, they pretty much have it.
Yeah, he was able to get a water regulator, which you hadn't been able to find at the previous place.
Yeah, we went to a Walmart and they didn't have any, but luckily the camp store at the park had it, and lots of really cool things. They even had like little birdhouses outside decorated to the different sports teams in the area.
They do have Wi-Fi on site. We didn't use it very often. We found our hotspots were better. At this time, we have AT&T, Verizon, and T-Mobile. And for me, Verizon was the best. I've used Zoom, so overall it went pretty well, but I was having some issues and having to switch back and forth between different internets to have consistent streaming with that.
Yeah, and like T-Mobile said they have really good coverage, and I mean it said that they had good coverage on the router, but maybe just the towers were being used too much because it didn't seem like it was handling like anything really fast
Things
enough.
Sort of breaking up a little bit. And
Yeah.
slowing down.
Because where we're at right now is more rural, and we have faster connection with T-Mobile. So Verizon seemed to work the best. Mayberry Campground.
There was a $50 deposit for us for the week to put down when we first booked, and then it was $268 more, so $318 for a week. That's pretty good. That's
It's
around
decent.
what
Yes.
we have expected since we started, and of course inflation has changed things.
Yeah, especially in like a little touristy type town too.
That has a lot of amenities.
Yeah, because Mount Airy is also known as Mayberry for the Andy Griffith Show, because that's where Andy Griffith, I think, was born and raised.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what they consider Mayberry. But the show wasn't filmed there. That's where I was kind of confused. I thought that maybe it was called Mayberry because it was also the show was filmed there, but it just drew the name because of Andy Griffith being from Mount Airy. And I think they said they filmed like maybe 3 scenes there. The town has like a recreation of the courthouse and the jail from the show.
Checking out Mayberry today. We're at the Mayberry Courthouse and checking out the jail.
And the, what was it? The service shop.
Mm-hmm.
And
There was a general store. There was a little farmhouse from, who were those? We watched a couple episodes.
Yeah, she actually watched her first full episode of the Andy Griffith Show.
Yeah.
So she got to know a little bit about the show. So she got to learn about Mayberry and Andy Griffith, and got to see some funny episodes.
Yeah.
They're all pretty funny.
Classics.
Nip it in the bud.
Who are those? Who is that family?
That family that came down.
Yeah.
Charlene was the girl.
Charlene and the boys or something? I don't know.
Yeah.
Darling?
Charlene Darling. I think that might be right. You can correct us in the comments, and I'm sure we'll find out after we film this.
Yeah. And the pickle episode.
Yep.
I saw at least
the
part
famous
of that
pickle
one.
episode. Yep. Mount Airy is a really big touristy town, as we mentioned, and we got some really good suggestions from everybody in the comments from our videos and our Facebook posts. And we didn't get to everything, but we did do quite a bit.
A lot of the touristy things.
Yeah.
We got to that.
Yeah, we went to the Andy Griffith Museum, which was all about his life and all the shows and movies that he was in, and we got to learn a lot of really cool stuff about him.
Yeah, I forgot that he was in Matlock.
Matlock, yep.
And he was in like quite a few like little movies, and then he was in theater.
Mm-hmm.
Seems like he had quite a fun life. Quite a
Yeah.
fun experience.
So you've been in like a Brad Paisley music video or 2 or something like that.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, and yeah, overall, really, really cool and nice seeming kind of guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was interesting to learn about him.
And it's a quick experience.
Yeah.
I recommend coming by, supporting it. It's mainly kind of one circular room, and there's an exhibit down the stairs, and it's a nice statue.
And there was a separate little area in a different building that had information on Betty Lynn, who played Barney's girlfriend Thelma Lou, which didn't really know a whole lot about her, but that was pretty interesting too.
Yeah, I didn't see an episode with her, so I didn't
Yeah.
know who she was.
Yeah. So 2 different things to see there, and it's a pretty quick tour. I mean, there's still a lot of reading that you could probably do and spend a lot more time there, but
Yeah.
I mean, it's a pretty small little museum, and yeah, it's a good little stop for part of a day. And Andy Griffith's home place is nearby too. It's just a small little house where he lived, and you can't do a tour inside of it because I believe they said it's owned by Hampton Inn, and it's now like a Vrbo or
Yeah.
Airbnb or something. So we actually walked up and I knocked on the door, and luckily nobody was there.
Then we saw the sign.
Yeah, then we saw the sign that says like, it's not a place to go and tour.
Yeah.
So that was pretty fun. We got food at Barney's Cafe, which was a neat little hole in the wall. And I thought the burger, like, Terry got the
Pimiento.
pimento.
Whatever.
Pimiento. She got the pimiento
Spanish.
burger. And I had a bite of it. I thought it was delicious. And people always recommend the Barney burger, which looks like a typical like American style burger with sauteed onions and everything on it. But the special was the pimento burger that she got. And I got chicken tenders and had 2 sides with that. Oh, you got a milkshake,
I
right?
had a milkshake. Moose Tracks.
Moose Tracks milkshake.
They have ice cream there, so I think maybe they turned their ice cream into milkshakes. It was pretty good.
Yeah, they had other desserts too, but we didn't try any of the desserts. Just the ice cream.
But later in the week, we came back to downtown.
Mm-hmm.
It's a really nice downtown.
Yeah, very cute.
A lot of little shops, places to eat. I think they did a good job.
Yep, and the Earl Theater or Early Theater, I don't know how to pronounce it. So that was a really cool find because Early is my last name, but just they left off the Y at the end. So that's still pretty cool.
We came back for dessert to Miss Angel's Heavenly Pies.
Mm-hmm.
And Hillbilly Ice Cream and Creamery. I think
Yep.
they were I don't know if they're owned by the same people.
They must be because we ordered the pies and we ordered the pie that I wanted, the apple fried apple moonshine pie, and then I said I wanted ice cream on it, and then they just passed it through and said you can pay for the other side.
Literal pass-through.
Yeah,
window.
pass-through window. And then that's where we went and got the ice cream for that. And what ice cream did you get?
I got the Hillbilly Mudslide because I wanted to try the moonshine ice cream. I couldn't taste. I don't know. Does moonshine have a taste? In ice cream, I couldn't taste it.
Yeah, I couldn't really taste any alcohol in it.
It was
but
good.
They said it was moonshine ice cream. So yeah, really, really good, and definitely a nice place to check out and have some dessert.
Yeah, you have to at least walk in the pie place. The wall is like lined with all these different desserts, these different pastries.
Yeah, it's
we were
insane.
a little overwhelmed. Well, I knew I was getting ice cream, but I think you were a little overwhelmed at first.
Yeah, because I'm like, I'm just gonna go in and get an apple pie, and I'm like, oh my gosh, look at all the different pies and cheesecakes and everything too.
And made fresh. They said they bake it right there. It's
Yeah.
pretty cool.
They had a little table for like day olds too, so there was a little bit of a discount if you wanted the day old like cookies or pies. So really cool place.
We also got in a brewery,
Mm-hmm.
Thirsty Souls. And there's like a cute little strip off to the side of the downtown that's
Yeah.
kind of artsy hippie-like.
Market Street, they called it. Like Market Street, something or another.
Yeah, it was a little surreal because you've got Mayberry, like feels like old, like an old southern town, and then you have like this little hippie strip.
Yeah.
Really nice place. The people there were super cool, and we each got a flight, and we got some breadsticks.
Yeah.
And it was a great little date.
Yeah.
We enjoyed it, and the beer was delicious.
Yeah. And then they also do wine tasting. They have wine there too. But we got the beers. We got we got the raspberry goes. We got a Hefeweizen.
He's good with the names.
A stout, an Irish ale, and I think two more.
Yeah, when we got the second flight, we switched two out.
Yeah, we got. She really liked the raspberry goes and the which one?
Oh, I don't remember. It was like a sour though. I really am into sours.
Yeah. So she really liked those. So we got those again, and then two other new ones, which I don't remember what they were, but they might be on the photo that we put in.
Yeah.
Definitely check that place out if you want to do. If you want to go get some beers. Downtown area, you'll notice a lot of guitars, like guitar statues, and I think there were maybe like 10 or 12. There were a lot.
Yeah, I love when they do that and they decorate each one differently.
It reminded me of our visit to Midland, or was it Midland?
Yeah, Midland.
To Midland, Texas.
All the jackrabbits.
Yeah, they had jackrabbit statues all around the town, decorated, and like do a little scavenger hunt, and then we got a little jackrabbit plush toy as a reward for doing the tour.
That was so fun. I know they have other places like that. I know Chicago used to have the cows. I don't know if they still do. I don't think they still do.
No, I don't know.
And then somewhere in Florida had pelicans. I feel like cities should do that more often because they're so fun.
Yeah, I guess people exploring and finding new things in the area.
If you're watching this and you're part of the city planning committee.
Yeah.
There are also some nice murals in the downtown area.
Yeah.
Sometimes you'll be walking and you'll kind of see a side street, like an alley, so make sure to check those out too. There was a really neat one close to the brewery.
There was a really nice place to go hiking about 15 minutes away from the campground called Pilot Mountain State Park.
That is our objective for today. Let's see if we can do it.
And I saw this when I was driving back to Illinois a few weeks ago and passed through the area, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this looks incredible. And then
It's a great landmark.
yeah, just like you're driving down the highway on I think it was US 52, and just bam, there's this mountain that's like right there.
It's like,
So I told her, I'm like, you're gonna love this, you're gonna love seeing this. And so we decided to go there.
Good.
And we hiked for a good 4 hours.
Yeah, we used to walk regularly, and I'm just kind of like, I don't know, I go in phases.
Yeah.
And so I have not walked for a while, and we decided we're walking up this mountain. Well,
I kind of decided that.
I decided I'm like, okay, I'm gonna turtle this. I'm gonna go slow and steady, and we made it to the top. But there was one, we call that one branch
Yeah.
that he wanted to take that was quicker, but steeper also.
Yeah. Yeah.
I had to take quite a few breaks.
Yeah. It was like less miles, but yeah, steeper. It was like the other plank. If you took the one trail, it was like a lot of switchbacks, right? And so it's like a little bit longer, but it was less steep.
It was, yeah, more gradual.
Yeah. So I'm like, oh, this one's shorter, so it'll be better. And
It did have nice views.
oh yeah, because it was
A
like
lot of stairs.
right along the ridge of it. So we took the blue trail, which I forget what the names of the different trails were, but we took the blue trail to start, and then took the yellow trail when it split off the rest of the way, that curved like around, and we got up to Little Pinnacle, it's called, because there's like a little rise, a little pinnacle, and it went down a little bit, and then it goes up to the actual big part of the Pilot
Mountain. Yeah, you can do a little loop, but we were exhausted by that point.
Yeah, there's no like trail that goes up to actual top of Pilot Mountain, and I don't think it said no rock climbing. Maybe it said at the time, like maybe you could do it later on. I'm not quite sure about that.
Check the site.
Yeah, but I don't think you can get to the very top of Pilot Mountain. You can just do that little trail that goes like around the base of it after you take the yellow trail up there. I believe it's the red trail that goes around.
Okay. Yeah, I think because it's like a nationally recognized landmark or something, it is protected and you're not supposed to climb.
Yeah, we made it close to the pinnacle. It's close to climbing, so we're not going to climb up it. Just a big circle around it, so I think we're going to be okay with not going up it.
Not
but
going up any more stairs.
There it is behind us. It's quite a climb to get up here. It's fun.
Yeah, we thought there was going to be a shuttle. Well,
Yeah.
we weren't planning on taking any shuttle up or down. You can drive directly up to that same point we hiked to, and there's a little, there are lookout spots and everything, and there were definitely people who did that.
Yeah.
So we had hiked up, and
I was expecting a shuttle down.
that there was an option.
Well, we got to the top and sat around for a while, looking to see if there's a shuttle to take us back, because we heard that there's a shuttle, but apparently it's only on the weekends and on holidays. So we sat around for like 15 minutes just waiting there. So now we're on our way back hiking down.
I was contemplating begging someone to take us back down. But the way back down was more gradual. But wow, I can't believe it was 8.8 miles according to our app.
Yeah. Very good hike. Long hike.
We made it!
We made it. Pilot Mountain State Park. We finished. Woo!
Overall, we loved our stay at Mayberry Campground, and there's lots of things to do in the area. Very touristy, and yeah, you definitely have a great time there.
Eat some good food, have some fun.
Yep, and learn a little bit about history and the Andy Griffith Show. So, if you liked our video, please leave a like and subscribe to our channel, where we cover lots of different parks and places to do, things to see, things to eat. So, if you like that sort of stuff, then subscribe and follow along our adventures. Thank you very much, everybody, and have a great day. Crazy bird. Ready? Okay. We'll just go with it.
Yeah.
Whatever. What's your plan? Leia's been walking around this entire time, click-clacking around the house. So, got that noise in the background. Thanks a lot. Leia's head's gonna be front and center. It's like, look,
Yeah.
here's Leia.